Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. It is the midweek edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. I thank you so much for joining me here today. Hey, I want to remind you today that you could always stay in contact with 5 Minutes with Phil. We have a Facebook page that is devoted to nothing but 5 Minutes with Phil episodes. You can catch every single one that we've done right on that page that you see on your screen, or you can also connect with us on the Bethel Church YouTube page. There, every service, every reel, every episode of 5 Minutes with Phil, and some other really cool things are all put on there. We update that thing constantly. And so if you would like to subscribe, or if you hit that little bell, you can get an alert to let you know when we put something new on there. So I hope you'll do that. Now, let's take a look at our scripture for today. We are in Psalm 139. Psalm 139, we're going to start in verse 2, and we're going to go to verse 5. I want to remind you today just how attached to your life God is. Because I think sometimes we get this idea that, God's kind of way up there, and we're kind of way down here, and the two locations don't really meet until we die. And that's just not the case. God is very much involved, really, in every aspect of your life. And the psalmist here shows us that. Take a look at this. Verse 2, it says this: "You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts, even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I'm going to say even before I say it, Lord. You go before me and you follow me. You place your hand of blessing on my head." Wow. So this idea of a detached God, that's just, according to this scripture, that can be further from the truth. God knows, if you look at these verses again, God knows everything that I do. So there's nothing hidden from God as far as my conduct goes. He knows my thoughts. Scripture goes as far as to say that He is aware of every word that I say, even before I say it. And for some of us, that's exciting. For some of us, we say, yikes. For others, we're reminded that He is aware of everywhere that we go. He knows when we're sleeping, when we're working, when we're standing, when we're sitting. He knows everything. And that should encourage you, because God is very, very much interested in your life. You are not a statistic. You are not just a blob in the middle of 8 billion people, and He doesn't really give you any time or any thought. Nothing could be further from the truth. He very much is involved in your life and cares about you. He's aware of your circumstances. He's aware of who you are. He knows how you're wired. He made you that way. So God knows everything about you. And the scripture actually continues. We're reminded that God's with us. The last verse says that you go before me and you follow me. And so God's got me on both sides. God kind of leads the way, but He's also there to kind of help me along as I'm walking through life, and as I'm trying to do this thing called Christianity, as I'm trying to live this out for the Lord. He's there, and He's constantly with me. And then that last phrase in the scripture says He puts His hand of blessing on us. So not only, because some people think, boy, this is kind of, is this kind of a creepy picture that we have of God? And it's not. What it is that God is so much aware of who we are, where we're going, and what we're doing, that He knows exactly how to bless us. He knows exactly what we need, when we need it, and at the right time to give it to us. So His hand of blessing's on us too. So today, I want to remind you that you serve a God who's not detached from you and sitting on some throne and barely knows your name. No, you've got a God that is very much interested in who you are. He's very much interested in what you do. and He wants to go before you, bless you, and follow you. He's there with you. Please take that into your heart today. All right? God bless you. Thanks for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.